You've seen the stories. Someone takes out a $100,000 loan to study interpretive dance or underwater basket weaving, and 5 years later, they're making lattes at Starbucks with a PhD in passion. While others grind through accounting or engineering classes and land solid jobs, these grads proudly declare, "I followed my dreams," only to realize the real world doesn't care. Now they're broke, overqualified, and begging for student loan bailouts while the top 1%, many of whom never even finished college, build businesses and run important organizations around the world. Let's be honest, some majors should legally come with a disclaimer like, "Warning, may result in permanent residency at your parents' house," or, "Caution, ROI not guaranteed. Results may vary. Side effects include existential dread and barista experience." Because in the real world, your degree isn't just a piece of paper, it's an investment. And if you're betting 6 figures on something that won't even pay rent, maybe it's time to rethink your passion. Meet Sarah. She proudly followed her passion, earning a degree in medieval basket weaving. Now, she's $120,000 in student debt and working as an assistant barista. That's right, she makes cappuccinos while her dreams collect dust. On one side, Sarah, in her green apron, rushing around Starbucks. On the other side, Bob, walking confidently into a sleek office building in San Francisco, laptop bag slung over his shoulder. While working, Sarah thinks,
"At least I'm doing what I love."
Sarah went deep into debt chasing her dream. She borrowed $120,000 to study something she loved, but the job market didn't care. Her starting salary as a barista? Around $32,000. After taxes, she takes home about $2,167 a month. But in a city like LA, where rent, food, and transportation easily cost over $2,400, she's already in the red, before even paying back her student loans. As we zoom in on her checking her bank account, we hear the familiar buzz of an overdraft alert. Now compare that to Bob. He chose a practical path, accounting. He kept costs low, studied in community college, and only borrowed $40,000. Today, Bob works as a junior accountant at a mid-sized firm in San Francisco. His starting salary? $65,000, plus a $3,000 signing bonus. After taxes, that's about $4,167 per month in his pocket. Bob is shown sitting at a desk, sipping coffee, not serving it, scrolling through Zillow looking at apartments that fits his budget. Even if he lives in Bay Area, Bob can share a modest apartment and can spend around $2,800 a month. That still leaves him with over $1,200 in savings every month. He's paying off debt, building a rainy day fund, and even investing a little on the side. Pulling 6 figures. Now we cut back to Sarah, standing behind the counter, exhausted. A customer is arguing about oat milk. Her face says,
"This is not what I imagined."
Meanwhile, Bob is shown relaxing on a weekend trip, surfboard in hand, friends laughing, not a worry in sight. Moral of the story: passion is beautiful, but passion alone doesn't pay the bills. If you're going to sink 4 years and 6 figures into a degree, make sure it's something the job market actually rewards. Otherwise, your dream degree could turn into a financial nightmare. Let's be honest, some degrees sound amazing at parties. They make you seem deep, intellectual, edgy. But once graduation hits, reality smacks harder than your Wi-Fi bill. Here are the top 5 degrees that look aesthetic on paper and tragic on a paycheck. We start with a classic. Art history majors can wax poetic about Impressionism, Dadaism, and the subtle emotional agony in Van Gogh's brushstrokes. But ask them how they're paying $1,800 a month in rent in Brooklyn, and suddenly it's all abstract expressionism. You'll know everything about Van Gogh, except how to pay rent. Number 4, philosophy. Yes, the major that trains you to ask all the big questions. What is truth? What is justice? Why am I $90,000 in debt and making $14 per hour? Philosophy students graduate fluent in Socrates and Descartes. But unfortunately, Sally Mae does not accept existential clarity as a form of payment. You'll question existence while working at Starbucks. Number 3. Film studies. Next up, we've got the aspiring Tarantinos and wannabe Spielbergs. They spend 4 years analyzing Citizen Kane and shooting moody short films about sadness and subway stations. Then they graduate and realize Netflix isn't hiring unpaid interns. Here goes life. Lights, camera, unemployment. Number 2. Gender studies. This one's going to ruffle feathers. But look, we're not here to debate social relevance. We're talking money. Gender studies tackles vital social topics. But try explaining the value of your dissertation on feminist theory in Game of Thrones to your landlord when rent's due. And the gold medal goes to music performance. You'll spend thousands learning to master the oboe jazz sax solo. 4 years later, you're stuck teaching beginner flute to a class of 8-year-olds with the attention span of goldfish, or gigging at coffee shops for exposure. You'll be broke, but in perfect pitch. Sure, these degrees can be beautiful. They can be meaningful. But let's not pretend they're financially bulletproof. College isn't just about passion. It's about paying rent, building a life, and not crying every time your student loan bill shows up. Choose wisely, or at least have a side hustle locked in by senior year. Just because you love it, doesn't mean it'll love you back. Look, no one's saying these degrees are totally useless. There's value in the arts, philosophy, and sociology. But here's the truth. If you're taking out $100,000 in student loans, you owe it to your future self to at least Google the average salary first. Passion's great, but passion doesn't cover rent, groceries, or that relentless student loan interest that compounds like it's training for the Olympics. Let's break it down with real numbers. The average salary for a theater major out of college? Around $32,000 per year. With federal loan interest at 5 to 7%, that debt could balloon to over $140,000 over time. Now compare that to a computer science grad, starting at $75,000 to $90,000, often with signing bonuses and stock options. Even nursing grads start around $60,000 to $70,000, with clear career growth. The point? One degree keeps you above water. The other turns you into a financial meme. Okay, so now that we've lightly roasted the low ROI degrees, let's actually be helpful. There are better paths, ones that won't leave you drowning in debt while explaining Dorita to your cat. First up, trade schools. Electricians, plumbers, welders. These are skilled careers that are always in demand, often pay $60,000 to $100,000, and come with a fraction of the education cost. And of course, if you're going the traditional college route, pick a high ROI degree. Think nursing, accounting, engineering, information systems, economics, fields with strong demand, solid pay, and real upward mobility. This isn't about killing dreams. It's about reality-proofing them. If you do want to major in theater, awesome, just combine it with a minor in something useful. Or build a business on the side. Or develop skills that pay. Passion plus practicality is the real power combo. So yeah, follow your dreams, but bring a calculator. Because at the end of the day, your degree should open doors, not max out your credit cards. If you liked this video, smash that like button, and subscribe for more videos like this. And drop a comment down below. What's the weirdest degree you've ever heard of? And have you taken a bullcrap degree? And how you able to turn your life around? With that, this is Visionomics, signing out.